Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a different video. I decided to take a look at the paranormal subreddit, and I found 3 creepy images that stood out to me, so we're going to take a look at them. I'm going to give you my thoughts on them, and I want to hear your thoughts also in the comments if you have any. Alright, so we actually have 2 images in this thread here. So here's the first one, and then here's the second one. And the thread reads, "My grandparents lived in a very old house. They have lots of stories of girl ghosts living in this house, even before they lived there, when the house was abandoned. The neighbors would report seeing the little girl walking around, but anyways, when I was 7, I first saw her and she waved at me. But she waved from around the corner. I was the last of my family to see her, but she did a lot of things around us. She only chills in the front place of our house because when the house was first built, that was the only part of the house. She doesn't like it when we change the house, whenever we do. She throws things, but not to the photo. About a year ago, we finally got her on camera, but she didn't look at all like a little girl. She had like a bonnet on, I think that's what it's called, but we also got another photo that same night, but this time she was floating above the stairway down to my stairs and holding my cat. It really tripped me out, but ever since we haven't seen her. Like, she hasn't done anything in front of us. You can ask me for more stories in the comments. I would love to share." So this image is interesting. You could definitely tell it's a kid in the photo. And the second one, it does look like the child is holding a cat, but I don't know. It's hard to determine because it could be a ghost, or something similar like that. I know I've had experience with shadow figures, so I think it's possible for this ghost girl to be trapped in this one area of the house that was there when she was residing there before everything changed. And I wish we got like a video of stuff being thrown by this ghost. Like, it would provide more, but for me, it's hard to tell. I could give them credit. It's definitely creepy. I would be terrified if I saw that just at night on the night vision camera. So I'm gonna be 50-50 with this. I'm gonna say it could be real and it can't be, but I just wish we had a little more. That cat photo though, that's like damning. Like, it's definitely hard to tell. Let me know what you guys think about it, as this is very interesting. Alright, this one's gonna require some context. With the last one, you could put the pieces together, but this one's a bit more confusing, but we're gonna read it right now. This is a photo taken from a long time ago. I believe sometime in 2020. I was working at a castle courtyard in a cafe as a barista. Usually me and my colleagues were the last ones in the area, so we had to lock everything. At the end of the shift, I stayed at the cafe to close and clean everything, and my coworker went around the castle to close and lock everything. After some time, she just yelled at me from up there, and she wanted me to take a picture of her standing on the balcony. I took a picture. We've closed everything, and after that, we've checked the photo and noticed that somebody was there as well. She's on the right circle, and I have no idea what's that shadow on her left. Usually I'm trying to think realistically, but with this photo, I'm always getting chills. If you have any explanation, please be my guest. So there's definitely something there. It looks like it's an outline of someone. It could be an object that is shaped in a weird way that looks like a person, because the person looks hunched over, wearing a hat, maybe a coat. But other than that, it's hard to really tell. I really zoomed in on the image and I just can't put my finger on it. It definitely looks like someone, but I'm not sure. I would need your guys' opinion in the comments. So I'm gonna say for now that this one is not true, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna be taking a look at the last one, and in my opinion, the most creepiest out of all, but let's first read the context. So, this was a photo taken in 2012. And the OP says there's what appears to be a black figure standing halfway in the doorframe. Behind it would have been the washing machine, but it can't be seen due to whatever is in the way of it. With the figure that is standing there. We're not sure what it is and can say for sure that no clothing was hanging draped over anything because there is no rack or hangers in the center of the room. The coat you see just to the left is draped on a chair in front of a counter, not within the room itself. It may or may not be related, but I have a short anecdotal dream of seeing a woman in a different room of the house, wearing a slightly dirty white dress and long brown hair. Though I couldn't make out a face, that same morning my brother had told me he physically saw the same description of this woman in the same room I had a dream about. Now, at the time we were kids, so I don't necessarily say it was true, but it certainly felt real, and I still remember it to this day. The house definitely had some strange energy to it, and I wish to go back someday to see if this is still something going on. What do we think? The trick of the camera, some clothing we didn't remember, or something really there? So, this photo creeps me the hell out, because it definitely looks like someone is standing there. It looks like whatever's in front of it is a door behind it, but it's just really weird. And obviously it's not being hung by anything. And it's just straight head, torso, and the legs are just rectangles. It doesn't look like they part or anything, like just one singular shape, and there's no feet either. I seriously doubt it's a raincoat. It's way too long. Maybe a robe, but I don't know. The way the arm is positioned is very strange. It doesn't look like it would be positioned normally like that. So I think this is definitely some sort of shadow figure. Like I've said, I've had experiences with shadow figure with some friends of mine when we saw one out in an open field. So I wouldn't doubt this being a creepy shadow figure. It's just terrifying. I'm gonna say this one is paranormal, and I hope we get an update from OP. If we ever do, this was posted at the time of recording about a month ago, so we might get an update, we might not, but I think this is real out of the others we've seen so far. I definitely think the ghost girl is real now giving some thought about it. I think it's plausible. And yeah, those were 3 creepy images on r/paranormal. I'll leave a link to each post so you can check it out for yourself. You could read the comments. You give your thoughts on these comments. And I'd love to definitely do more of this. This was fun doing. I hope you all enjoyed and hope you have a good day. Take care, everyone.